Hello, dear friends. Welcome back. Today, we're going to be working with circles in a different way. Some of you have asked, what is the psychological aspect I can use when I'm drawing circles? I've already shown you the video where we drew the circles and I've shown you how to color it. I'm going to add links in the description of this video so you can go back and refresh your memory on how to do it. But today we're going to be working on something very special, and I think everyone would appreciate this work. We're going to be working on how to reduce the problem, and we're going to be using only circles and lines in order to do this. So please prepare your paper, and we're using a multimedia paper for our drawings. I know some people who watch a couple of videos of instructors are saying use any paper, it doesn't matter what you're using, use any markers, use whatever you want. No, you can, but you're not going to get as beautiful drawing as you would like to see. And you need to like your drawings. And if you're using some cheap paper, usually the effect is that you hate your work, you don't like it, and you stop drawing altogether. So please make sure you have mixed media paper that you like and work from that. I'm using large album in order for you to see what I'm doing, but you can also use much smaller albums, half of the size. Use any pencils that you like, use any markers that you like. I'm already shown several ways of using markers in my videos. The brand doesn't matter, whatever works for you. It's just you need to have a different thickness of the tip of the markers. That's it. And some people cannot stand Sharpie. They're saying they fade away. I use Sharpie. Also use Papermate. I don't do anything expensive. I used to do it, but then I dropped it because they dry up very quick. And then you're really spending a lot of money. And I don't know, for some people, it makes sense. For now, right now, I'm not doing it anymore. Okay, so for this work, we need a pencil. Okay, just a pencil. Um, some instructors using thin point marker, but I'm using pencils and you will see why. All right, let's pretend you have a problem. Let's say you're struggling with the weight loss and you really can't make any progress. And you feel like you tried any diet, you've done everything possible, but you still cannot get results. And you get very frustrated with that, frustrated with yourself, frustrated with people who are selling the magic diets to you, and you feel like, okay, I'm ready to give up. I just want to lay down, cover myself with the blanket, and just leave me alone and let me eat whatever I want, all the pastries, all the foods around. I'm not doing it anymore. That's just a very common problem that I hear from my students. You may also have issues, relationship issues with your kids, with your loved ones. So here I just want to show you in your concept how to deal with this. So when we look at the problem, how the problem looks to us, really huge, just like that. It's huge, and I'm using pencil, and you see, I'm going very light, so it's just barely visible over here. You can even draw it like this. Some people, when I was showing to my students, they said, well, my problem looks 3 times bigger than that. All right, let's just use medium size, okay? Because it's going to take up all the space. And how do you see yourself against this problem? You see yourself so contracted, very small, almost like a pea size, right? When you look at yourself and compare yourself with the problem. So in order to deal with this, first of all, I suggest we need to change. We need to change the size of the problem so it is manageable, okay? What you could do here first, you can enlarge yourself. You can enlarge yourself so you don't feel so contracted. Enlarge yourself so you don't feel so contracted, okay? And reduce the problem. It could be this size, it could be even smaller, it could be even this size. Just in your imagination, just imagine you are that big and the problem is that small. So now you have to decide what color can help me to deal with the problem. and choose any color. Doesn't matter. For some people, green is very empowering. For some, it could be red. For some, blue. Like you really decide what color of the marker to use. And in my case, I'm using red because the red brings up my energy level. It helps me out to deal with um, self-esteem sometimes when the problem is huge and I feel like I'm not able to deal with this. So for that, I would use red. And first of all, I would draw a circle and it's me here, okay? And what I'm doing here, I'm adding neurographic line to create a movement, to bring up energy, to make myself visible to myself that I'm totally empowered and it's totally possible to deal with the problem, okay? Now, but the problem needs to be much smaller in my imagination. It's not so huge that I'm getting frozen, right? And for that, here's what I'm doing. My blue marker that I see as something as cooling, I'm adding some ice on this. If I'm adding fire here with the red color, I'm using ice right here in order to make it smaller and less empowered. I'm cooling it with blue. And I breathe through this. It's very important to breathe through the process. And the next thing, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start adding neurographic lines, red ones, just like myself, in order to deal with this problem. I'm adding those lines. And I feel like I can totally deal with this. And I'm breathing through the process. Okay. Again, the color can be yours, whatever makes you feel empowered. And for different people, people using different colors, because remember, red can bring anxiety as well. It is a color of fire, and fire has a lot of property. It can burn you as well. But me, I know I need more fire because I'm very watery, airy. And for me, having fire helping out to deal with whatever I'm dealing with. Okay. And add more. And we're going through from left to the right, from left to the right, from past to the future. What I'm saying, I'm using um, my energy to cool down, to capture this problem, to overpower it. So it is manageable and I can deal with this. And the next thing I need to do is to round. And when I round, I breathe. And I'm using my imagination here in order to envision how this problem can be resolved. What else can I do, right? Maybe I should add exercise. Maybe I should get up earlier and do something, meditation, calm myself, get out from anxiety, get out from the pattern of stop doing anything when we feel like we are not capable of. Here could be a lot of things that you can already do in order to help yourself. And most important, look what I'm doing here. Um, through the neurographic lines, I'm basically capturing this in my own field. And look, it's totally manageable now because it's much smaller in my imagination. And imagination has a huge power. Everything starts from imagination before it becomes something real, right? And here, that's what you can do. You can even thicken your neurographic lines. They're going to help you to increase the current, right? And just continue circling, continue rounding on the crossings. As I said, the videos of how to draw circles and how to color circles are in the description of this video. So here we're adding psychological concept, neuro concept of how to deal with the problem. And believe me, it doesn't take that much time. If you compare to full-blown drawing, I'm just thinking to show you one. Like this one would take me 4 hours to do. You see how it's beautiful, it has golden color, but I cannot do it here during the video because you're gonna get tired. and you totally not going to be able to complete it. So I'm giving you simple concept that you can start with, and then you can add artistic component to that as you wish. But here we're not talking as much about artistic component as much we're talking about psychological component, how you can use circles and the flow to deal with the problem, right? And now all you need to do is to reduce whatever was drawn before by erasing it. As I said, other instructors you may see, they're not using pencils. They're using thin point markers for this. I have a problem with that because I still can see it and it doesn't help me anyhow. I really need I really needed to get erased in order to feel the effect. If I don't, then I still see that thin marker and it doesn't help me at all. So I'm just teaching you the way I'm doing it. I'm an instructor of Neurographica. I have my own view of how to deal with this, with the problem. And I prefer to deal it with the pencil and totally remove what was there before. Voila. You can see that things are looking totally different now. And then all you need to do is to add color. Add color. I'm not going to color the whole thing. I'm going to show you what I have created before because I want you to become more creative. If I'm giving you a recipe, all you're doing, you repeating what I'm doing. And I want you to have your creativity switched on, use any colors that you like, again, but use the same color. If you use the red over here, red lines, use red, orangey in order to continue your work because this is you, this is your power flow, this is your energy. And if you're going to start using different colors, you're going to get confused. Your brain is going to get confused. Your brain is going to ask you, what is that you're using? I don't know this color. What does it mean? So use the same color as you use for drawing a circle. You can add orange accent. You can add some other accent, but it has to be in the same color palette, right? Otherwise, brain doesn't register it. You're creating new neurological connection through this work that empower you to complete what you need to complete, okay? And you're going from the past, the left side, to the future, okay? And as you go to the future, you really need to round everything here. Again, it's in your concept. I'm just showing you how you can deal with this. I've shown you the most important part. You can finish rounding, you can finish coloring, and then at the end, you can even add field lines. And the field lines is something like a thicker currents. They run through the process and they activate the process. Okay, I'm teaching how to use field lines in my level 1 course. If you are interested, you can always reach out to me. My email is in the description. Okay. And here how things totally changed. And here's the final drawing. I just want to show you quickly. Here's the final drawing. What can you do here? You can add more lines all over. Okay. You can add some resources as circles around that. We're going to be working with resources in my later videos. Um, but you can do a lot of things here, okay? The coloring, maybe you want to color the whole circle in red or like kind of red orangey, like create a fireball, or if you're using different color, combine maybe yellow with green, combine it. So it's also going to empower you, but the concept is clear, okay? You're making smaller the problem that you envision as something huge, something unmanageable. You're enlarging yourself to the point where you feel like, okay, I can breathe now and I can deal with my problem. And then you color and you add those filled lines like currents, the energy currents that gonna really empower you and make things happen the way you want it to happen. I hope you're gonna enjoy this work. I encourage you to try it and share your results with us in comments. Let me know how you're doing. Join my free group on Facebook. All information is in the description. And we can certainly discuss more as we're getting closer to psychological aspects. Next time, we're going to be talking about how to use resources, and that would be very helpful video for you as well. For now, have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed the work. And please subscribe to my channel, support me, join my group, communicate to me. I'm really interested in your results. Thank you. See you soon.